Katie Gage. I'm the Executive Director of the Workforce Fairness Institute. There's been a lot of talk this week about the FAA Reauthorization Act and a vote that's coming up this week in Congress. And a lot of people are asking themselves, why is this something that matters to me? I understand it only affects airline workers and railroad workers. I don't fall into one of those categories, so why should I care? And here at WFI, we think it's a pretty important issue. And the reason is it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to federal bureaucrats that are unelected. They don't represent the people. They're put in place by our leaders in Washington, and they're boards that nobody's ever heard of, but they're changing the way things are done in the workplace in a way that we think is a little bit unfair to workers and certainly unfair to job providers. In this case, the National Mediation Board last fall changed the rules of how unions are organized in both airlines and railroads and upended 75 years of precedent under both Republican and Democrat administrations that held a majority of the workers in a workplace had to vote for a union in order for that union to represent those workers. The National Mediation Board last year changed all that and said now it only has to be a majority of those that actually show up to vote. So people that didn't have time to vote, didn't get around to voting, those are automatically counted as yes votes in favor of union representation. For 75 years, both Republicans and Democrats have said that's not the way we ought to be doing things. And now all of a sudden, in a massive payback to big labor, this administration has said, no, we're going to change that. The FAA Reauthorization Act will change that back. Will take the power back from government bureaucrats and put it in the hands of the people and their elected representatives in Washington. And we think it's really important that you contact your member of Congress today and make sure they know that you want them to vote yes on the FAA Reauthorization Act.